What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back in with a new video. And today, it is time that we do a 2024 Senate prediction video. That is right, folks. We're doing a very early 2024 Senate prediction video, even before 2022. The reason I wanted to do this is because, well, there's an opportunity for Republicans to get 60 Senate seats. And I want to start looking more and more at 2024 because 2022, it's kind of a foregone conclusion. Republicans would probably end up with 53 Senate seats, maybe 54. But I want to see if Republicans could seriously get 60 in the House. Is it possible? Absolutely. Will it happen? Well, we just got to see. I mean, this is currently based off of the current state of America. I mean, the economy could be way worse in 2024. We just got to see. So things could absolutely change. Now, before I forget, of course, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, of course, go follow that mysterious Twitter account in the description down below. Also, join the channel. Just for 10 cents a day, you can join the channel. Well, help support the channel and have a good feeling in your heart. So, hope you join the channel, but also for $5 a month, you get a shout out at the end of each video. So, I think it's a good deal. Again, click the join button and you can join the channel. Alright, folks. So, this is a very early prediction. Again, we don't know who's officially running yet. We don't know a lot of stuff. But I do think we can start giving up some predictions. So, let us start with the for sure, no matter what you do, you can shoot somebody. These states are going to say Republican. I think we all know at this point what states are safe Republican. I mean, it's quite obvious at this point, you know, what states are foregone conclusion. And of course, there's a couple cursed states this cycle, Montana and West Virginia. We'll get to that in a minute, but as you can see, very cursed situation. These are for sure safe states. As for the Democrats, I do think, you know, very similar, kind of quite simple to see what the safe states are. And that's kind of it. And Hawaii. So this, folks, is a for sure. No matter what you do, you could shoot somebody. These states are the safe states. Now, there are a couple other safe states I would put for the Republicans. The first one being Texas. Look, I'm hearing rumors Cruz may not even run. Yes, he filed. I don't care that he filed. A lot of people filed. I mean, David Perdue filed to run in 2022 for the Senate race. How did that work out? And I am hearing overall, Republicans, you know, they're already kind of planning to pick a different candidate in 2024 in Texas. I am hearing that. Again, I could be wrong, absolutely. But either way, I do think Texas would be safe Republican in 24. Now, Florida's a meme because Rick Scott, everybody knows, he always barely wins. But in his defense, it's always a midterm year, and he always went against good candidates. 2024, Democrats may not run anybody. Plus, with Trump on the ballot, plus with the state of affairs in America, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. I think it's going to be a safe Republican seat. I think, you know, 9-10 point victory. You know, just for argument's sake, we'll make it likely Republican, borderline safe. Just Democrats, yeah, their bench in Florida, non-existent. Now, for the Democrats, I do think there are a couple safe Democrat states that you could argue. New Mexico, I just gotta see. I'm not seeing a field. I just don't see the Republicans putting up that good of a candidate in 24. I mean, Trump could possibly win New Mexico in 24. The problem is, I just don't see the Republicans running the best of candidates. Now, the other cursed one is Maine, right? And I know it's technically, you know, Angus, you know, oh, he's an independent that votes Democrat 95% of the time. And it's a weird one, all right? If Angus doesn't run, all right, which there is a chance, the dude is getting up there in age. If Angus King decides not to run, it could be within 10 points. But I just don't see him, you know, not running. I mean, sure, he is getting up in age, but I do think he'll run one more term. So I'll put it as safe Democrat for now. Could he retire? Yes, he is absolutely getting older. But we just got to see who runs in Maine. But for now, I got to put it as safe Democrats. So we have 10 seats that really, they're all pickup opportunities for Republicans. Not a single one of these are, Republican seats. They're all Democrat seats that could potentially go Republican. And remember, in this situation, Republicans just need 6 Senate seats. With Trump on the ballot, with it being essentially, I think it's going to be a red wave here in 2024, there's going to be a lot of pickups, I do think. So let us start West Coast to East Coast, and let's get going. So let's start in the great state of Nevada. Look, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. I think Republicans are going to flip the seat. Now, the question is who's going to run. I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, Republicans in Nevada, they do got a couple of decent candidates they could potentially field, but it's kind of iffy who's going to run. So, but I do think overall, this is a seat that Republicans will flip in 2024. I mean, it's kind of an easy flip. I mean, Nevada's trending Republican. Democrats have just collapsed in the state. Plus, Rosen, not the best of candidates. I mean, she underperformed the national environment in 2018. It just, you keep looking at everything. Republicans just need to field a semi-decent candidate, and they get a free flip. Again, I think Trump's going to win Nevada in 24. That's definitely going to help. You're not going to see much ticket splitting, I don't really think. Well, some states you will, but say like Nevada, I really don't see there being much ticket splitting. Just Republicans need to run somebody with literally like 5 brain cells, and they're going to probably win this race. So as of now, I have Nevada as lean Republican. Now, Arizona's the weird one. This is where it gets, again, it comes down to who the candidate is for the Democrats. And I'm, hearing there's going to be a serious primary challenger to Sinema. And that alone is going to help Republicans immensely. And I'm also hearing people like Andy Biggs are going to run for that Senate seat. If Biggs runs for that Senate seat, I don't care if it's Sinema. Republicans are going to win that seat. Now, I'll put a tilt Republican for now because Sinema does have some advantages, right? She's seen as a moderate, which she's not, really. You look at her voting record, yes, she's not breaking on the filibuster, but that's not saying much. But if it's Sinema versus Biggs, I think Biggs has the advantage. I just think Democrat turnout will just collapse. You'll see a lot of independent or Democrats vote for the Green Party or something crazy like that. But I do think overall, tilt Republican for Arizona. Kind of sane. We just got to see who the candidates are. Now, Montana. Ooh, this is a good one. This should be a race Republicans win, all right? Jon Tester, the only advantage he has is he's an incumbent and he's won multiple elections. Outside of that, I think it's going to be like, likely Republican, like a 4, 5, potentially 6-point victory. I hope Rosendale runs again. I know he lost in 2018, but he kind of got shafted in that situation. A blue wave here against a popular incumbent Democrat. Yeah, no. But it's going to be, a non-wave year for Democrats. It's going to be an actual election. It's not going to be a midterm. Trump's going to be on the ballot. You run anybody that can breathe, and they're going to win that Senate seat, all right? So Republicans already up to 3 Senate flips. You see what I'm saying, that Republicans have a serious shot at 60 in the Senate. So let's go to Minnesota. I think, it does 100% depend if the Klopp runs again. But I think it's, at a bare minimum, it's likely a Democrat. It's just Minnesota. Republicans just don't have the best of candidates there. They just don't. And, the bench, could be different in 24. I don't really see it. The Minnesota GOP is kind of a mess right now. And if the club runs, I highly doubt it'll be within 10 points. But for now, we'll put a likely Democrat. There's a good chance the club runs again. She's only 62. But we do got to see because things could absolutely happen. But yeah. Now, Wisconsin, though. Look, I don't care these polls saying Baldwin's going to win. Baldwin has been bailed out so many freaking times. Either with a blue wave year or Obama being on the ballot. That's what saved her every single time, the 2 times she ran. So, I think in Republicans, if somebody like Tom Tiffany or Mike Gallagher runs and becomes the nominee, they're 100% winning that race. Baldwin's done. She's gotten bailed out so many times. Plus, with Trump on the ballot, that's going to help the Republican turnout. And Wisconsin's trending Republican. And the only thing that's going to help Baldwin, all right, is she's an incumbent. Outside of that, she is screwed if Republicans run even a mediocre candidate. Run Tom Tiffany, run Mike Gallagher. You win that seat easily by three, potentially 4 points. With Trump on the ballot, I think it's a foregone conclusion. Now, Michigan. Stabenow, she's not as strong as people think she is, and there's a chance, she may just retire. I mean, she's 72, so by then she'd be like 73, 74. But for now, just the Michigan GOP, their bench is kind of weird. They really don't really have anybody in Michigan. I mean, Tudor Dixon, maybe, if she ends up being a good governor, but it's like, that's kind of pointless. But we just got to see who the Republicans run. In Michigan's one of those other states, they are a mess right now. Their bench is not the best, but it's not as bad as some other states. Ohio. I don't care what people say about, oh, you see here, Sherrod Brown's gonna win. Again, very similar to frickin' Tammy Baldwin. This clown has won because of either a blue wave here, Obama being on the ballot, or the Republicans running a garbage candidate. That's why this clown has won every single time he's ran, 3 times. And, again, I think Republicans win this seat, especially with Trump on the ballot. Do people not understand Ohio is gone for the Democrats? Brown may get, within 6 points. But with Warren Davidson running, who's a phenomenal representative, phenomenal candidate, I see Republicans winning the seat 5-6 points. I don't care what these losers on Twitter say. Sherrod Brown's a great candidate. Yes, in a blue wave year, congratulations. And against Josh Mandel, good job. Just congratulations. So Ohio, in my opinion, is likely Republican. Sherrod Brown, he's done. He's just done. I mean, especially if it's Warren Davidson. If it's Davidson, yeah, that race is an easy flip for the Republicans. West Virginia, I don't think I say much. Look, Joe Manchin, he's going to vastly overperform the Democrat up ballot, but it's like he's done. He is done, in my opinion, especially with Trump on the ballot. Again, he's been getting bailed out because Republicans ran some trash candidates in the past. There was a third-party candidate, or it was a blue wave here. Noticing a trend. It's the same thing that happens every single time. Manchin gets bailed out because of total horseshit. So my opinion is Manchin's done, though it'll be within 10 points because he is an incumbent, and some people still see him as a true moderate, which his voting record doesn't suggest that. Now, Pennsylvania, Virginia, these are the last 2. This is where it gets a bit iffy. This is where it becomes a bit more of a hypothetical. For Republicans to win in Pennsylvania, 2 things must happen. One of 2 things. 1, Bob Casey doesn't run again. Number 2, somebody good is the candidate. Don't run some trash candidate like David McCormick. Run somebody like Scott Perry. That's how you win. But for now, look, I'm going to go again. I think Democrats, they have the advantage here. I think they still have the advantage. We just got to see what happens. Would Scott Perry give up his leadership role? I don't think so. I think he would just keep it. So we just got to see what happens. Casey's probably going to run. He's only like 60. So he's probably going to run. Now, Virginia. This is going to be another one of those fascinating races where it's going to be down the wire. This is probably one of the closest races of the night. Look, I think Glenn Youngkin's running. Youngkin has no reason not to run. I mean, he's term limited, so it's like, okay, I'll just run. I'll just run for the Senate seat. It appears he's going to run. He's a fairly popular governor in the state of Virginia, has great optics, and Tim Kaine, in my opinion, is a very overrated candidate. I mean, remember when Tim Kaine, was the vice presidential pick, yet he barely helped Clinton in Virginia? I mean, and plus he's running against garbage candidate after garbage candidate or in a blue wave year. And again, he is the incumbent. But if he goes up against Glenn Youngkin, that race is going to be tight. And this is a tough one. For now, again, all right, I just got to see what it is by 2024. Things could absolutely change. that race is going to be incredibly close, but I do think Republicans will end up just losing it by the skin of their teeth. It's going to be close. But that's that, folks. This is my current 2024 Senate prediction. As you can see, there's a lot of pickup opportunities for Republicans. I mean, they've gained, 6 Senate seats? You see why I have confidence we're probably going to get 60 in the Senate, right? We're going to probably pick up 3 or 4 this year. And we got to pick up 6 at the very minimum in 2024. And the thing is, it's actually very easy because you got, Montana, Ohio, and West Virginia. Those are Republican states. They're flipping. And you got states like Arizona, which has most likely a serious independent candidate that's going to screw over Democrats. Nevada, the Democrats there collapsed. So you just do the math. It's like you got to pick up 1 Rust Belt state. You could potentially also pick up Virginia. So our pathway to 60 is a bit easier than people expect. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button down below. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, of course, go follow that mysterious Twitter account in the description down below. And, yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.